It is time now for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news, Sunday, December 7th, 2014. Good evening, everybody, and good afternoon. I'm Peter Wiggins here. News headlines here on our top story at 4 o'clock here is New York City's Democrat mayor says that there's a disconnect between the police and the community they serve. In Sanaa Adan, a woman along with a 10-year-old boy and a local Al-Qaeda leader were among those killed, along with 11 killed alongside 2 Western hostages when U.S. troops failed to rescue hostages in Yemen. It was 73 years ago, but Eric Chapman can still remember the sound of Japanese planes bombing Pearl Harbor. The Queen's veteran was just an 18-year-old private first class, raided the Honolulu advertising in his bunker in Ohio on December 7, 1941. The Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. As the veterans honored the 73rd anniversary of the Pearl Harbor attack. 6 former prisoners held at the U.S. Detention Center at Guantanamo Bay, all of whom are considered to present no security risk, were transferred on the weekend from the prison to Uruguay. Lagos by Philippines. As Typhoon Hagapit churned across the Philippines on Sunday, residents of the eastern part of the island nation expressed relief as they had joined the thousands of hundreds who have evacuated to safer ground. App-based cab services are generally considered safer than regular cabs or former kinds or other forms of public transportation. But in the case, a woman allegedly raped by an Uber cab driver in Delhi has thrown up a few concerns for women in the city. Syrian state television said on Sunday that Israeli jets have bombed near Damascus International Airport in the town of Damascus near the border with Lebanon. Demonstrators hold portraits of the 43 missing students during a protest demanding justice and clarification and disappearance of the students from Azutrina in Mexico City on Saturday. Bethesda, Maryland, acid reflux is responsible for the sore report that President Barack Obama has complained about the past couple of weeks. The White House said on Saturday shortly after the president returned from undergoing diagnosis tests at Walter Reed Medical Center. Police used smoke, rubber bullets, and flares to disperse a protest that took a violent turn last night in Berkeley, California. The protest began with a rally on the University of California Berkeley campus calling accountability for excessive police force. The U.S. economy added 321,000 payroll jobs in November, the best in almost 3 years. Strong upward revisions to September and October numbers boosted in 12 months gained to 2.756 million, a new high for the recovery. In Zurich, sudden swings in financial markets recently suggests that they are becoming more fragile and sensitive to unexpected events. The Global Organization of Central Banks said on Sunday, warning that the rise in U.S. The rest of the house is just walking as Scotty Sizemore pops down in a rocking chair on his front porch with a cup of coffee. It's mid-morning, but the sun has yet to crest the ridge above where mist clings like clouds that quite over as modern in Harlan, Kentucky's future without coal. The average price of a gallon of gasoline in the United States has dropped $1 since early May, the lowest price in more than 4 years, according to Lundberg's survey released on Sunday. In Seoul, Boston, the Pyongyang government state-run media said the cyber attack on Sony's Hollywood studio may have been the work of pro-North Korean supporters in a report on Sunday that dismissed charges of the country itself. The Hunger Games marking Jade number Part 1 top surfers for the 3rd consecutive week. James Franco and Seth Rogen addressed the Sony hack on last night's Saturday Night Live. The colorful Croc and NBC's Peter Pan Live on Thursday night drew more attention than we could have anticipated as Croc was trending nationally on Twitter for a significant portion of the broadcast, but the real question was, who was under that suit? It was Charlie Williams. Demi Lovato and Wilmer Vandermeer may be one of the most private celebrity couples out there, but their doesn't stop really don't care single from Bolsonaro supported her mayonnaise, especially when it comes to ongoing battle with the eating disorder. The New York Times Pub is working on it in June just fine. It's near Pluto, according to our National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Princeton University Press and Hebrew University Jerusalem has put a research and personal documents of Albert Einstein online. A man dressed as a superhero Captain Planet stands outside a conference room used by the Climate Conference Change Conference in Lima, Peru. While giraffes are not just dropping in numbers and alarmingly high weight, they are doing so without much attention from governments and other protected agencies, according to a new report. Patients with relapse and difficult to treat Hodgkin lymphoma who received brentuximab vedotin emphasis phone treatment with a high-dose chemotherapy and stem cell transplant at an unprecedented 50% higher likelihood to continue experience. Our text messaging service remind patients to take medicines they have been prescribed could save hundreds of millions of pounds from non-inheritance and preventable illnesses, researchers say. Okay, take a look at New England Alert. See traffic advisory, Interstate 89, Interstate 91, Interstate 93, and Highway Route 101 from Burlington, Vermont to Exeter, New Hampshire. Please be cautious of ice forming on the roadway as patches of ice are started to form, causing slip-ups and vehicles that are spun out of the highway. Use caution while traveling this evening as temperatures have dropped in a lot of areas. And always be safe out there and be kind whenever. Take a look at sports news here. This may be the Rose Bowl number 101, but it will undoubtedly be unlikely in any of its long and storied history. The Pac-12 champion Oregon Ducks were awarded the second seed by the College Football Playoff Committee and will take on ACC champion Florida State in the Rose Bowl. Check out the crowd at the Texans-Jaguars game, and it's very sparse at the start of the second half. The Carolina Panthers offensive been so bad late that some have wondered whether Cam Newton is a franchise quarterback on Sunday. Been so good that Carolina Panthers players were involved in the brawl with the New Orleans State vendors. It's been at least 24 hours since the UFC had announced the signing of former WWE champion Phil CM Punk Brooks to the roster, and didn't take long for the fighter to start calling out the newcomer for his first fight inside the octagon. And take a look at some spot scores here. Take a look at the National Football League. With 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Baltimore Ravens lead the Miami Dolphins 20-13. Cleveland Browns lead the Indianapolis Colts 24-19 with 4:38 left in the fourth quarter. Carolina Panthers all over the New Orleans Saints 41-10. Detroit Lions leading the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 34-17 with 2:29 left in the fourth quarter. Minnesota Vikings New York Jets tied at 24 apiece with 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. New York Giants clobbering the Tennessee Titans 36-7 with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh Steelers lead the Cincinnati Bengals 42-21, 4:25 left in the fourth quarter. St. Louis Rams blanked the Washington Redskins 24-0, and Houston Texans over the Jacksonville Jaguars 27-13 here. Tonight, the New England Patriots beat Dan and San Diego taking on the San Diego Chargers here tonight, 8:30 p.m. And in NBA scores, it was Boston Celtics defeat the Washington Wizards 101-93. And Atlanta Hawks over the Denver Nuggets in the first quarter with 2:26 left, 21-18. And in the MLS Cup 2014, New England Revolution Los Angeles Galaxy, no score through 37 minutes of the first half. And for one period in Winnipeg, Winnipeg Jets and Ducks 1-1 the score. Peter Challenusam, 4:07. Time now for a little travel report here on this Sunday afternoon here, going into Sunday evening here at 95 on the northbound side of Providence. It's a little slow from the 30% curve to downtown Providence. 610 connector, a little slow. You approach 95 here. Doing an exit on 95 near Route 195 in downtown Providence, so expect some delays here. And 95 on the northbound side, and exit after past Route 1 in Walpole, so expect some delays here. Southeast Expressway on the southbound side, slow through the Dorchester stretch, and also slow as you approach the Braintree split here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute on tap here. And if you are going to the Norton Common for the tree lighting here, expect some delays around downtown Norton here. Peter Challenus on 4-8. Time now for the weather report here for tonight. A chance of snow showers mainly after midnight. Increase the clouds with a lower than 20 degrees and north with about 9 to 14 miles gust size. 31 miles by transpiration is 30%. And total nighttime snow accumulation less than half an inch possible here. Day 1 today tonight has a weather not expected at time. Day 2 for 7, Monday for Saturday. On Monday there will be a risk that ocean effect snow showers could result in light accumulation across eastern Massachusetts and portions of the Cape Cod. Any storm amounts will be light, but could result in some slippery travel for the Monday morning commute. High confidence that a strong coastal storm that will impact the region Tuesday and Tuesday evening. The main concerns are as follows. Heavy rain may result in some urban and port drainage street flooding on Tuesday evening. A period of accumulated wet snow is possible across northwest and north central Massachusetts on Tuesday. That is uncertain and a small shift, and the threat could make the difference between a cold rain of 2 inch per hour snowfall rates for a time. Northeast wind gusts of 40 to 55 miles per hour are expected along the eastern Massachusetts coast to the Cape Downs on Tuesday into Tuesday evening. A wind advisory will be likely be needed with even a low, probably for a high wind watch. There would be a potential for at least some minor coastal flooding and beach erosion along the eastern Massachusetts coast during the midday high tide cycle on Tuesday. A probability exists for some moderate coastal flooding on Tuesday if winds increase a bit earlier than expected here. Okay, take a look at a 7-day forecast that goes like this. For tonight, a chance of snow showers after midnight, increased clouds will lower than 20 degrees and northward about 9 to 14 miles gust size, 31 miles by transpiration to 30%. Total snow equivalent less than half an inch possible. For Monday, a chance of snow showers to sleep before 5 p.m. and then a slight chance of snow showers patchwork before 9 a.m. Otherwise, clouds high by 35 degrees and northeast wind about 8 miles by gust size, 24 miles by transpiration to 40%. New snow sleet accumulation of less than half an inch possible. For Monday night, Chance of rain and snow and sleet before 2 a.m. Then rain likely classified with a temperature rising around 39 degrees by about 4 a.m. Northeast wind about 6 miles per hour. Chance base is 6% and little snow speculation expected. For Tuesday, rain. The rain can be every time. 146 degrees and breezy with a northeast wind about 8 to 13 miles per hour. Highest 30 miles per hour, increase of 15-20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Precipitation is 100%. New precipitation amounts between 1 and 2 inches possible. For Tuesday night, rain likely beginning before 5 a.m. Most of the clouds low about 41 degrees and north wind about 9 to 13 miles per hour. As 20 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 70%. For Wednesday, a chance of rain showers. Most of the clouds have high about 88 to 48 degrees here, and chance of precipitation is 40% on Wednesday. Wednesday night, a chance of rain showers before 2 a.m. Then a chance of rain and snow showers. Most of the clouds low on 35 degrees and chance of precipitation is 40%. For Thursday, a chance of rain showers. Most of the Coscars will have 44 degrees and chance precipitation 40%, and Thursday will be 32 degrees in most of the Coscars. For Friday, part the same, part Coscar about 43, low about 31 degrees. For Saturday, most of the same, part Coscar about 46, low about 32 degrees. For Sunday, most of the same skies will have around 46 degrees. Not temperature at 4 o'clock, 36 degrees with first skies. That's going to be for the period channel. 4 o'clock news on December 7th, 2014 on Sunday. Peter Wednesday, have a good evening with a good positive. I'll see you for a late night report right after the sports run, right after the Pats charge game. Have a good evening and go Pats! Yeah, baby!